Welcome to a bonus episode of Stack and Scale. I'm Brandon Redlinger, and today I wanted to do a quick bonus episode because this week's main episode was a little bit more advanced. It was on the longer side and not for everyone. But I wanted to create something that everyone and anyone can use, and I'll show you what that is in just a minute. So if you haven't been playing around with NanoBanana, I saw a buddy of mine just posted a new headshot, and I said, okay, that's really cool. I want a new headshot just like that. So of course my mind went to, I got to use AI for this. So let's just jump right in. I'll show you what this is so you can have your own new LinkedIn headshot, but there's so many other uses for it too. So we might have a little fun with this after we create the new headshot, but I'll show you what it is real quick. So this is my buddy George Soto, awesome dude if you don't know George. He posted this and I said, okay, that looks really clean, it looks crisp, I want something like this. So I came into ChatGPT and this is the prompt that I gave it, and it spit out a pretty detailed description of this headshot. And I did try reverse engineering it with I did try to reverse engineer this with ChatGPT and Gemini and Perplexity and Claude, and then feed that all of those inputs into NanoBanana, and I got just the best description here that gave me the best results with ChatGPT 5. So I would recommend just going with ChatGPT 5. And you can find obviously any photo that you like and you want to recreate the headshot. So whether it is something like more on the GQ cover magazine or Cosmo or whatever, right? There's a million different ways you can use this, but find a headshot that you really like, put it in here, say, describe it, and then here's what it gave me back. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to head over to Gemini, and a few notes of Gemini really quick. So use it through gemini.google.com instead of going to the AI Studio. Because Google's AI Studio, for whatever reason, it takes longer to give me the output, and it's also the quality for whatever reason is not as good. I know Google says it's the same exact thing, but accessing NanoBanana for me just through Gemini Flash 2.5 this way is just, I've had a lot better results. So, all right, what I'm going to do here is upload my headshot, and I'm just using my old LinkedIn headshot. You can obviously use whatever photo you want. And then I'm going to paste the prompt in here, and I am going to change a few things. So pose and expression, I like that. I think I'm going to change, I'm just going to get rid of this here. And then this here. Okay. All right. And then I do need to actually tell it that I want a new headshot. So I need a new LinkedIn headshot. I'm going to upload a picture of myself, and then I'm going to describe the headshot style that I want. Please give me a new studio quality headshot in return. So I was just using Super Whisper. I know there's another popular one out there called Whisper Flow, but it's just a great speech to text AI tool. And I've been using that and loving that. So here is my prompt. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to hit go, and let's see what it gives back. And yeah, for those using Gemini, a big benefit of Gemini is it's really fast at creating images, and see, it already popped it out pretty quickly. So not too bad, right? That looks pretty good. That looks nice and clean, and it matched the blazer and the shirt pretty well, and it did a good job of keeping, yeah, almost kept it pretty dang close. But as I was saying, Gemini is really good at keeping things consistent across images. So if I wanted to change just one thing in this image, everything else will stay the same. So if I wanted a background outside instead, so I'm here in Colorado, I might want it in front of Pikes Peak. So I say, change the background to a picture of Pikes Peak in Colorado. Right. And we'll see what it gives me again really quick. It keeps things consistent. And if you're using the API, it's actually pretty cheap. I think it's around 3 cents per image. And yeah, look, there you go. So it did a pretty good job of keeping me consistent there. And now I'm in front of a gorgeous mountain in Colorado. So, and there's a lot of other uses for this too. So it could be you're creating backgrounds for ebooks, you're creating ads, ad variations. It's a great use for creating ad variations. I even took a cover of one of my ebooks and then I said, turn this into a 3D cover, and it did that perfectly well. And another thing that I like about Gemini Flash as compared to some of the other models like ChatGPT's Sora, I know Sora 2 just came out, but haven't played with that too much. But Gemini is really good at dealing with text as well. So if you've played around with some of the other image models, it messes up text pretty frequently, and it can be pretty frustrating where the entire image is right, but then the text itself is wrong. So anyway, Gemini does a pretty good job with text. So there's some other fun things that we can do with this too. So what if we wanted to get into the energy drink business? Let me go just back over to Google here, and I could say, I want to get into the energy drink business. I'm going to upload my logo, and I want you to put it on an energy drink and make the setting a gym. Okay, I've got my prompt. Let me add my Stack and Scale logo because that's obviously the next most appropriate iteration of my Stack and Scale newsletters to create an energy drink, right? And again, it does a pretty good job of generating it pretty quickly here. And let's see what it comes back with. Vault Stack. You see, I didn't even give it a name, and it came up with a pretty good name and the perfect background that I asked it for. I wanted it in a gym. And there's some other fun things that we can do with it too. So what if we went in here and then we said, I want to add my buddy to this. So I'm going to attach an image of one of my friends, and I want you to create a new image with me and my friend at a bar having a drink together. And let's see what it comes back with. And if you don't know, yes, that is Wayne Gretzky. Yes, of course we're buddies. We're best friends. If you don't know Wayne Gretzky, then we can't be friends. Sorry. The greatest hockey player of all time. The GOAT. The GOAT. Okay, let's see what it came back with. Yeah, there you go. Me and Wayne having a drink together at a bar. And there's some other fun things we could do with this too. So if we just went back to Gemini, no thanks, tools, we can animate this. So what if we, oh yeah, hold on, I gotta download this first. So using Google's Veo 3, I'm giving it this image. Please animate this picture of these two fine gentlemen clinking glasses together, then having a drink. And of course, if you've been playing around with Veo 3, you know two things. One, you only get 8 seconds, and two, you don't get any sound. But what we can do instead after this is take the 8-second output that it gives us and throw it into something like Latent Sync or 11 Labs. I've been playing around with 11 Labs a lot. That does a great job of actually putting voices in videos like this. Latent Sync does a really good job of dubbing, actually. So you can give it some video and give it the voice that you want and the text, and it does a really good job of syncing the lips and making it really look like they're saying what you are saying in the video and in the voice. So, all right, I know this takes a minute, so I might just pause it here, and then we'll be back in just a minute. No need to watch the spinny thing go around and wait for for Google to do its thing. All right, that actually didn't take long at all. That took probably like 30 seconds or so. Probably even tells you. Anyway, let's see what the okay. It even did voice. That must be new because the last time I tried something similar, it didn't have a voice. So the other thing that we could do is then add some background noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, that he's actually saying cheers to that, cheers, and clinking glasses. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But anyway, so these are just a few of the fun things that you can do with Google's Flash 2.5. Again, I've been really impressed with Google in general across the board. I've been using a lot of their other tools besides just Gemini Flash. I encourage you to explore their entire AI offerings. I think if I remember the site right, it is if you go to labs.google.com. There's a lot of different things here that you can play around with. Opal, if you don't know, Opal is a really cool one. I've been playing around. I wrote about it in a previous newsletter. Stitch with Google, a lot of different things. So I encourage you, if you haven't been playing around with a lot of the AI things coming out of Google. Again, I've been pretty impressed. So definitely encourage you to play around more with Google stuff. So anyway, that's just the quick, easy, fun one for this week, the bonus episode. Hope that's helpful. Let me know what you end up creating, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.